Yo guys, welcome back to the squad. Welcome back really to a new What If. What if Naruto was in DXD? I pretty much hope you guys actually enjoy this. Now before I can even start this video, I'm gonna say this once, guys. No, I seen loads of this What If, and I see how some of these actually lead up to the way they actually treat Issei is not gonna be a villain. Issei is not a villain. Issei right there is gonna change this what if right there, because the story is not focusing right there just on Naruto. It's focusing right there on Issei at the same time. So right there, the main character right there is Naruto and Issei. Because I find it kind of stupid that you bring right there main character from a different anime and push right there the main character from that anime right there. That you're trying to put right there the anime that you like the anime right there that you brought from a different anime to this anime. It's kind of confusing. So I kind of find it kind of stupid. So yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm not. Issei's not gonna be a bad person. And no, oh no, I'm gonna say this. Naruto will have half of Issei's harem, and don't worry, I'm not giving Red Dead Issei's Naruto sloppy seconds or anything like that. It's gonna be completely different. So without further ado, let's get right into this. What if? And we start a story right there inside Narutoverse. And we see right there 6-year-old Naruto right there inside right there alleyway after getting himself beaten up by villagers. And pretty much right there, the last villager just went and actually kicked right there Naruto inside the gut, making him puke out blood. Once there, Naruto laid down flat on his back and he would be looking up at the moon. Once there, Naruto would actually be thinking to himself, why? Why does his life have to be like this? What did he actually do to deserve this life? He did nothing to them and they actually treated his life like this. They actually burnt down right there his apartment. They threw eggs at him. He was kicked out right there from Aruzen's house. Not even right there the ramen guy will actually sell him ramen anymore, because right there the people of the village threatened right there them to burn their actually shops down. They gave Naruto food. Naruto was actually like suffering right there a harsh life as pretty much inside the academy, sorry, not inside the academy, but the people inside the playground would not play with him at all. The parents would be afraid of him, as loads of people would give him death glares and asking him to go kill himself. As Naruto would say, like, why? 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 I just want a normal life. I want a normal family. I want Red Dead to live Red Dead a normal, decent life. I want to actually have a mother, a father. I want to feel love. I want to have probably even a sibling. Why does my life have to be like this? As immediately, just right there, blue particles of light would just consume Naruto, as Naruto would just close his eyes, thinking that this was actually his last breath. As pretty much, Naruto would actually be consumed by the blue light, and he would disappear for good. As we go into the DXD world, we see right there like a family of three just walking right there like down the night as they came back from actually a movie. As after walking down, they would pretty much hear right there like a loud bang coming right there from like a nearby corner. They went to check it out to see right there like a kid on the street, and he was actually totally beaten up and bruised up, and blood was coming out of him. Immediately right there, Mrs. Yodo will actually grab the kid to check if he was actually alright. Issei was actually there, as he was actually shocked to see the person there, and he wondered if he was okay. As immediately right there, like Mrs. Yoda checked that Naruto was actually alive. As she immediately goes and picks up Naruto, as she tells right there her husband that to pretty much to get the car, that they're going to actually like the house to stitch up the boy. The hospitals are closed, so she's gonna have to do it right there fast and quickly. Once they actually got home, Mrs. Kyoto stitched up right there Naruto's wounds and pretty much covered right there his injuries in bandages. But unknown to her, Naruto actually heals quite quickly, so none of them would be quite useful to him actually, so yeah. Once actually Naruto woke up, he actually questions where was he? Has he never seen a sight like this or a bedroom like this? It seemed really nice actually. Oh, I see you're awake, Mrs. Hyodo would say. Naruto would look to his left to see right there, like, a woman with brown hair. She was actually wearing right there some kind of apron. As immediately right there, Naruto asked who she was. Yeah, sorry about that. I had to pause the video. As pretty much right there, like, Naruto would see a beautiful woman with pretty much brown hair. She was wearing some kind of weird apron, of course, as Mika would say, like, I hope you're pretty much alright. Are you okay? What's your name? My name is Naruto Uzumaki. What happened? As Mika will actually just tell Naruto about, like, how they found him on the streets and pretty much were like injured, as she actually took him home and things like that and healed him. Naruto was grateful and he actually thanks her right there for helping. As immediately the door would be actually burst open as Issei would be running towards his mother, and he would actually jump right into her arms. Mom, Dad actually burnt the chicken, and also that right there, he actually just broke your actually glass face, and right there, the whole chicken and the whole dinner is pretty much ruined. As right there, Mr. Hyodo will come into the room. No, dear, don't believe him. It was an accident. I didn't mean any of that. As Mika will actually pretty much be letting out a killer intense aura as she will be looking at her husband. Oh my god, why did I even marry you? Jesus Christ. Are you serious? You can't even cook, so why would you actually try to actually make dinner? You do know that's my thing. I'm sorry, I just wanted to help. And Kate, come on, Issei, why would you be snitching on your old man like that? Oh, I see you're awake. Nice to meet you. My name is Goro Hyodo, and this is my son Issei Hyodo. Nice to meet you. Goro was said. He would actually like walk towards Naruto. Naruto will actually greet himself that he is Naruto Uzumaki, as there Goro asks where he actually came from or where are his parents. Naruto would say that he doesn't have any parents, but he would say that he's from the Hidden Leaf Village, and he questions like where is he exactly. The family was kind of confused. The Hidden Leaf Village, it was kind of really strange actually, but they told Naruto that there's no village here. It's just the city, the town. Sorry, I'm sorry. As really, like, Naruto was kind of confused, as pretty much really he couldn't really think straight. So pretty much really, like, Issei introduced himself saying that his name is Issei Kyoto. That he pretty much really loves really watching animes and pretty much things like that. As this timeline, right, Issei is not a perv yet. He's a kid, so pretty much he's not a perv yet. So yeah, deal with it. So yeah. As pretty much right there, Naruto will actually, like, shake his head, say, like, it's nice to meet you, as Issei will let out his hand, gesturing for him to shake it. Naruto would kind of be scared, as he thought right there this kid was actually going to beat him up like the other kids. But once he reached out and shook his hand, nothing happened. Naruto just smiled towards him, as pretty much right there, it was actually nice to meet the kid. As Naruto felt a weird, feeling. Nobody ever smiled towards him before. No one at all. They always gave hatred glares at him for being a demon and things like that. So this was actually the first, as pretty much tears would be running down Naruto's face, as immediately Mrs. Kyoto would grab a tissue, wiping his tears away. Once that was over, we pretty much fast forward all the way to the next day. As pretty much they actually took Naruto to actually the police station. There, the police questioned Naruto about who he is and where he actually came from, or who does he have any parents or relative, or of course anything. But every time Naruto would say, Naruto would say that he's from the Hidden Leaf Village, that his name is Naruto Uzumaki, and things like that, and he doesn't have any parents. Which they tried to search this thing up, but nothing came up. Like, no Uzumaki, no Hidden Leaf Village, I mean, that was kind of stupid to even search up, but still they had to try. As pretty much they found nothing. Nothing on the records, actually. So they thought that this kid might be from the orphanage, who knows, so they will actually go there to check it out, but Naruto was actually quite scared of the orphanage, as pretty much right there he had a bad history, as he was actually kicked out of his last orphanage, because right there they treated him as a demon. Mrs. Hyoto actually felt the feeling that Naruto was scared, so she started to actually wait outside while Goro actually went inside. Once the two of them waited outside, the kids outside the orphanage would greet Naruto. They would even start smiling at him, and some of the girls would start giggling and actually sending him really cute, really like looks. That as pretty much this has to kind of confuse Naruto. As actually, why would they doing this to him? Why would they being so friendly? As immediately right there, like what? Goro actually exited right there, like the orphanage after speaking with the director. As pretty much Goro would just shake his head, saying that it was no good. There's a guy Naruto Uzumaki. It was not on their like what list. So heck, Mrs. Hyoto took it upon herself to pretty much adopt right Naruto, seeing that Naruto told them that he was actually abandoned since birth, that he doesn't even know who his parent really was. So Mrs. like Kyoto asks Naruto, "Hey Naruto, I know this is actually quite sudden, but would you like to live with us? I know already we're not your real parents or anything, but I can't already abandon already someone as cute as you. I mean, I already have my son, yes, but I can't see you as a son." As immediately just Naruto's eyes were just wide, and after hearing that, they want to adopt him? As this was really a shocker, as he actually agreed to. As once they actually got home, Mrs. Kyoto started making dinner, and she actually told Issei to pretty much really show already like Naruto around the house. As pretty much Naruto showed, no sorry, Issei showed Naruto all over the place. His bedroom, his parents' room, the living room, the toilet, the back garden, and everything. As the two of them were sitting on the couch talking, as like Issei actually told Naruto, "Oh, do you like watching anime?" As Naruto was shaking his head and saying like, "What's anime?" And Issei's eyes was just widening. "Wait, you have not seen anime? Please tell me you actually seen the last Airbender right there." "No, what's that?" And immediately Issei would just put on the TV, and immediately he would just start playing the last Airbender show, as the Avatar, the last Airbender. As Naruto was kind of confused over what this device really was, but the more he actually watched this show, the more engaging he became with it. It was like kind of his world, kind of like those people right there, like bending fire, earth, water, wind, and things like that. It was like amazing. It was cool. It was like awesome. It was like something right there that was from his homeworld, but it was completely different. But right there, dinner was actually called as the whole family ate together normally. As we actually fast forward right there about like a few months actually, as there like Naruto was actually living his best life. As pretty much Issei introduced Naruto to pretty much Irina, his actually childhood best friend. As pretty much right there, the two of them actually got along quite well. Naruto thought that Irina was actually like a guy, the same as Issei, but she was actually a girl, but the two of them don't even know about that yet. As pretty much the three of them played around together a lot, as they were inseparable. As that's until already Irina just had to go to move to England, which really made Naruto and actually Issei sad, but mostly Naruto, as this was actually his first best friend that he ever had, and he was moving. But pretty much Irina made a promise that she would return, that pretty much like heck they will be able to hang out together. Once immediately she would just leave with her parents, right? As yeah, it would just be kind of lonely for Issei and Naruto. As pretty much we fast forward all the way to the canon timeline, of course, to DXD. I know already it's actually kind of strange, and you guys are asking me like, "Yo, Ultra, why are you moving so quickly?" Reason because like a whole lot of things happened in that time, in that like heck, times oh Jesus Christ, sorry right there, I can't speak in that whole right there like few years of course right there, 11 years pretty much, yeah, that I will actually explain later what really happened. It's just that it's way too much detail for me to go on one part, and I did say so myself. I'm not gonna spend my whole entire like what if spend on one like what part where they're actually pretty much children's, and like what 10 or 5 parts where they're actually like kids, and like until I get to the main canon timeline, it's just kind of like long. So yeah, I'm not gonna pretty much be doing that. So I'm moving it up to like to the canon timeline right now. As pretty much we'll see right there, just like two like no sorry a blonde kid in his room as he was sleeping, and this was actually Naruto Hiro Uzumaki. As pretty much he actually adapted Naruto adapted to his new life here, and it was actually kind of great. As Naruto was sleeping, his alarm clock would actually be alarming, as pretty much Naruto would just whack it away as he would just continue to sleep. About a few minutes later, Issei would walk into the room as he would just sigh, as immediately he would try to wake up Naruto. Hey, Naruto, wake up, it's time for school. And immediately Naruto would just groan as pretty much sure that Issei would sigh. Well, I always wanted to do this. Naruto would go through, no sorry, Issei would go through hand signs, and immediately he would just shout out, "What a style! What a dragon jutsu!" And immediately right there, the water dragon would hit Naruto, completely soaking him in water. What the heck was that for? Naruto was now pissed and he was now fully awake. I did try to wake you up. Oh, and plus, you're about right there 7 minutes late for actually school. Wait, what? And immediately Naruto will actually just get himself dressed up, rechange himself, right? As pretty much he was actually just in his school uniform. As he immediately rushed downstairs to actually eat breakfast, as the two brothers would just leave right there to go to school. As they're walking, they will pretty much right there will be greeted right there by actually the students, by Kuyo Academy. All the girls will be actually quite right there whispering right there, and I'll also sending right there cute like looks towards Issei and Naruto. Yes, actually yes. You see, Issei and Naruto are quite the popular people in Kuyo Academy. Heck, they will actually even deem right there the prince, like the true prince of this whole right there academy. Every girl loved them, especially Naruto. He had more fangirls like than even Kiba, and even right there Issei, who actually in the canon timeline had no people liking him. In this one, he actually does, and he's less perverted actually, cause right there like heck, like just Naruto's here and like guiding him the right path and things like that. So yeah, he's not that much of a big perv. As after they actually made it to class, after they made it to class, they will actually continue on with their lesson as we go on to actually of a certain someone. As there, we will actually see right there, pretty much right there, like a girl with just red hair, as pretty much she was just staring out the window. She didn't really give that much right there thought about it, but she actually was actually quite curious about them two boys. Who are they really? She asks. As we actually have a time skip to actually lunch, as pretty much right there, Issei and Naruto will be eating lunch right outside the OIC club. As after eating lunch, Naruto will look up right at like at the OIC building, and he will see right there a beautiful right there girl with crimson long hair and pretty much blue eyes. As the two of them will actually will be staying, will be looking at each other for a while until she actually walks back in. Issei will actually smirk and he would just nudge right there Naruto. Oh, I see. You have right there a cute right there like a session with actually with the actually like Ray's Grimmery. I see. Pretty much right there Naruto will say like, no, I don't. Focus on your food. Oh, come on, don't give me that. You've been staring at her right there all morning. You like her. Just go and talk to her. Oh yeah? I don't see you talking to even Akano, huh? Well, you see, I'm actually kind of, like kind of a little bit busy. Like, heck, even though she's actually quite beautiful, I'm too busy with training. Oh yeah, don't give me that training crap right there. You're too busy looking at umpires. Hey, don't actually say that. I'm really busy, and I don't actually look at umpires all the time. As we'll go into the OSC, as we'll see Ray's Grimmery there, as she's playing a game of chess with her queen. as her name was actually called Akano Hajime. Oh, sorry, Hajime, sorry. As Reyes would ask, who are them two boys? Akano would say like, if I remember correctly, they are Ise Hyodo and Naruto Rede Hyodo. Why do you ask? Oh, nothing, I was just pretty much curious. As pretty much Reyes removed one of her pieces that she would call Checkmate. As we actually time skip to the end of school, we will actually see Rede, Ise, and Naruto walking back home. As they were pretty much talking about what they should actually have for dinner. As Naruto suggests ramen, as pretty much Ise actually kind of agreed. As they're walking, about to cross the bridge, they will actually be stopped by someone. Excuse me, a girl would say. Ise and Naruto will look behind them to see a cute girl there with black hair and violet eyes, as she was wearing a different school uniform. Are you, by chance, Ise Hyodo? As Ise would just look to his left and right, and he would say like, me? Yeah, why? I was just staring at you for quite a while now, and I was wondering if you'd like to go out with me, the girl would say. As immediately Ise would look towards Naruto as like, pretty much he would just shrug his shoulders. As Ise would say like, sorry, I don't even know your name. Oh, my name is Yuma Almo. I'm sorry, I came out right there so blunt. You didn't even ask for it. I didn't even introduce myself. No, it's all good. Well, I don't mind going on a date with you, sure thing. Really? Oh, that's great. How about it like on Sunday then? That should be great. That's pretty much Yuma will actually just skip like happily. As she was actually out of sight, as Rede actually felt no one there, Ise will look towards Naruto, giving him that serious look. She's a fallen angel. I actually got the hint of that after that she released so much of that killer attention. I mean, she couldn't even hide it. It was so obvious. Like, heck, I could even sense it from even a mile away. She definitely wants to kill you. As pretty much, Ethan was actually quite confused. I don't know what I even did to her to even make her want to kill me. Maybe because you broke her heart or something like that? I haven't even met her. Jeez, you're so really weird, you know? As the two of them will actually make their way home, as pretty much they would time skip all the way to Ise's date. Once actually the date actually begun, Ise will actually be waiting outside. Like, you know, like just at the clock tower, waiting for Yuma. Once there, like, pretty much he will actually get approached by actually one girl that was wearing one weird devil outfit, asking him to take a flyer. Ise would take the flyer and he would look at the flyer that his wish would become true. Ise would see the symbol that it was the symbol of the Grimoires. So, the Grimoires actually is interested in me, huh? Well, I better actually keep this in mind too. But before Ise can even say anything, Yuma will actually show up. Sorry, I'm a little bit late, Yuma would say. Ise would see Yuma in the same outfit in original from the canon. As Ise would say like, no, you're pretty much all good. As the two of them will continue on to their date. They did loads of things together. They went shopping. They went out to actually get something to eat. It was pretty much over fun time until the end of the day. As pretty much Ise and Yuma was just walking hand by hand and like, yes, you heard me. Your boy Ise is holding the girl's hands now, right here. Hands, so yes. As pretty much they will stop right at a water fountain as Yuma will actually just say something. You know, in order for her first date, I want to actually give you something. Oh, really? You don't need to give me anything. Just like, it was quite fun spending time with you. No, I want you to pretty much do something for me if you don't mind. Sure, what is it? Not like just Ise would say. And immediately Yuma will walk up towards her to Ise and she will whisper, would you die for me? And immediately, just like Ise was confused, would say like, wait, what? As immediately she said it again, this time more serious and more than deadly. Would you die for me? And immediately she will actually transform into a fallen angel state. And immediately Ise there was actually not phased. How a poor little boy you end up with someone like me. It's a shame though, you were actually quite attractive, but you're not really my type. I actually really kinda like prefer that guy with blonde hair. Who was it again? Your brother? Ah, he was actually super cute. I would actually like to go out with him. Don't get me wrong, you're cute too, but you're not really my type. As immediately she would create a life spare. Well, it's a shame, Reddit, that you have to die. And immediately she would throw the life spare towards Issei. But Issei would be standing still, taking the life spare, and a massive explosion will happen. What a shame right there that he didn't even bother to dodge. He must accept his fate though. Well, doesn't really matter to me. But immediately when the smoke clears up, her eyes would just be wide and shocked. She'd be seeing Issei there standing there, as he was actually holding the life spear with just his bare hands, and immediately Issei would just crush it. How pathetic. A simple attack like that? You really think you can kill someone like me? Immediately Reina's eyes would be shot open as she will immediately go into another attack again. This time with a more like approach to it. She'll be driving, she'll create a life spear and charge toward Issei, stabbing him for good. But Issei was actually so fast that he appeared right in front of her, grabbing her face and slamming it to the ground. Once there, when Reina was actually like detained, pretty much Issei will actually pick her up by the neck. At this time, Reina was actually now feeling fear. She was looking in Issei's green eyes. Tell me, who sent you to pretty much kill me? Now, as Issei was squeezing right there like her neck, and Reina was just basically choking. I would never say, as pretty much Issei will actually start putting her in more force. At this time, he started to actually kind of burn her a little. As pretty much red flames would be surrounding Issei's right hand that was actually pretty much lifting Reina up. Reina would be screaming agony and pain, and she would say, Coco Bill! Issei would actually drop Reina, and he would say like, good. Well, you did try to kill me, but it kind of feels wrong right there for me to kill you. Ah, what the heck, what am I even talking about? Fuck off! Immediately Issei would have burned right there Reina to actually a pile of ash. Nothing. As Issei would sigh. Good thing right there, like she was actually not watching. As pretty much right there, Issei would actually return home. And once there, Naruto will ask, so how was the date? I see you're still alive, so that's a good thing. Yeah, she told me that she was actually working for Kokubille. And then, what did you do next? Naruto would say. Oh, I actually kind of burned her. She didn't really deserve it. She tried to kill me. Ah, I see. Wait, what the heck? You burnt her? Yeah, she actually had no use. I actually smelled right there the total right there like lust and the killer attention that she was given. Yeah, it was actually no point keeping her alive. Who knows? She could pretty much right there like go off and kill right there some other humans. I actually could already care less. Naruto would sigh, and he would say like, whatever. I dealt with the other fallen angels right there too. They were actually at the church and also at the priest too. There was actually one crazy priest, but he got away. But I took care of the other fallen angels while you were out. Oh, I see you were busy. So no more fallen angels in this territory, huh? Yeah, it's a surprise right there how right there, like the devils didn't even like do their jobs. I mean, like it was obvious that they were actually causing trouble, but he didn't do anything. Maybe right there they had a good reason, Issa would say. Maybe. But right there, heck, we'll probably question them tomorrow. As this is the end of pretty much part 1 of what if like Naruto was in DXD. If you guys like this, let's get this video to about like, who knows, a few likes. I couldn't really care. If it's not like, let's get up to 100 likes to see where this thing actually goes. And if you guys want me to do more of this, just put it down inside the community, inside the comments, saying that you guys want a part 2. I'll make a part 2. And guys, yes, this story of my what if is different, yes, because loads of people make Issei the villain, but this one, Issei is not the villain, and he's actually just Naruto's brother. And I'm actually making it balanced for the two of them to be the main character, you see? So I'm not actually being bad out here. So I don't want none of you guys inside the comments saying all this thing about Naruto or Issei. I cannot care less, The two of them are the main character in this what if, and they're sharing. Alright? They're sharing. I'm sharing the spotlight between two of them. So they do actually have their own screen time. Part 2 will be actually just one for Naruto, and the next part will be one for Issei. So yeah, I pretty much had plans for this what if. If you guys really like this, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys inside the next one. Peace.